Are reaction videos ruining YouTube gaming? Good morning, everybody. Auronnj J here with a very different kind of video for you today. I'm going to be diving into a really hot topic in the content creator scene on YouTube, talking about big content creators doing reaction videos, and in some cases replacing most of their normal content with simply reaction videos from their Twitch streams where they are watching and reacting to other content creators' videos. Sometimes smaller creators, sometimes creators bigger than them. They react to everything these days, and the question that I'm posing is that bad for YouTube gaming in particular? Now, I think I bring an interesting perspective to this, and so I want to talk about it. Plus, I find it interesting. I have a platform here on this channel, so here you go. Maybe nobody will watch this video. Maybe it'll be my biggest video ever. The truth is, you never know on YouTube, and I will come back to that point later. First of all, my background as a historian and as a teacher, I have a lot of experience working with using other people's material to either create something for myself or grading works where my students are using other people's material to make something for themselves. In both of those cases, we are citing sources. We are reading newspaper articles, reading other people's papers, watching videos, and then maybe you quote something, maybe you say, according to this person, this, and this, and then you cite it, you have something in the back, and you go on to create your own point. You are creating original content when you are writing a historical paper for a journal. You are creating original content when you are writing a paper for class. Sure, you might be using other people's material to help you build your point, and that's a very important thing. No one person can see the entire picture. So, in theory, I don't have a problem with reaction content. There's another content creator, Josh Strife Hayes, who's made a video about this from one of his Twitch streams. I'm going to insert some clips from him here. Here's an example of using someone else as a source.
Just followed you, but I watch you on YouTube and Asmon reacts. I appreciate that. If you could do me a favor and watch my original video first and then Asmon's reaction to it, that would be swell, because that way I earn more money. I mean, that's just the long and short of it. That's just the truth. Then I appreciate people reacting to videos, and if you feel you've got something that you want to add to it, absolutely fine.
And there you go. That clip helps me build my original point. It helps me express my original ideas, and he happens to agree with one of my points, so I'm using him as a source to help bolster that point. It would be very different if I put his entire 25-minute video on the screen, green screened my face over to the side, and said, "Yep. Oh, wow. Good point, Josh. Man, you nailed that one. Wow, good job. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. I agree with everything he just said. Well said, Josh. Y'all should maybe go check out his channel. Anyway, I'll catch y'all next time. Have a great day. Peace." That's plagiarism. It's plagiarism. If I did that, I am stealing his content. If a kid turned in a paper that was 85 to 90% someone else's writing and them just saying, "This is what I think too," at the end of every paragraph, and they would misspell too. They wouldn't even spell it T-O-O. They'd spell it T-O because they're kids. Anyway, I would give that paper back to them. I would say, "This is not acceptable. You need to rewrite this in your own words." It's important within a scene, like a content creation scene or a writing scene, that when people create content, especially they create content where they are making money, that it is their content. Now, why are creators doing this? I don't think that Asmongold, for example, Tectone does this all the time in the Gacha scene. I don't think these are bad people. There's just such a financial incentive out there for them to do it. They have huge platforms, and instead of spending a whole day making a video or 2 days making a video like a lot of creators do, they can make 3 to 5 videos a day using other people's work.
The issue is when people use reaction content as a replacement for doing any actual work or effort. Because if someone, there's a reason that I haven't reacted to other people's videos. If someone spends weeks and weeks and weeks, or days or even months on creating a video, they only see the income from people who watch that. If I were to then go and react to that, I could react to 10 videos in the time it takes me to make one. And because the reactions are longer than the original video, I would then make more money than the person who made the original video, especially because I don't need to put the effort into researching, scripting, recording, editing, uploading, advertising, all that kind of stuff. It would effectively be me saying, right, I'm going to use my popularity to take this work, this work, this work, this work, and this work, and react to all of them.
The problem is those other people are seeing no financial gain, no financial benefit from the big creators featuring their work. Look, I can already hear the comments being written, but it gives those other creators a bunch of subs as their audience filters over. Y'all, I've been featured on channels before, on other people's channels. You know how many, more views I got because of that? None. If anything, my video flattened out and quit getting views at that point. Because if you're say you're gaming, right? We're talking gaming here. If you were making a video for honkaistarrail, there's only so many YouTube viewers for honkaistarrail. More of them watch the bigger content creator. So maybe a smaller up-and-coming content creator was looking to build an audience, and they have a huge video, a video they've worked on for a week, and it has these big brain points in it. They post the video. It's getting 10 views in the first hour. Then it kind of, YouTube's algorithm starts picking it up. Eventually that video comes across a big content creator's feed, and they're like, oh, that's cool. Somebody recommended this. Watch it. And then their whole audience, which is the majority share of that game's audience, sees the video on the bigger channel. Well, why would anybody go to that person's channel and watch that video? If that was the video that could have potentially blown their channel up, it just got seized by someone else and used with no financial consideration to the original person who was, maybe that was their moment, right? That's pretty demoralizing. Making videos on YouTube, growing your channel is hard work. I'm going to insert a little clip here from Tecto that talks about, this is a really emotional clip. This was an emotional video he did, and just watch this.
It was a hard year, but getting through that hard year definitely changed me a lot. It did. It did. I have never gotten better work ethic than understanding every day I need to work, I need to make money. And that $1 million in a year, that is unfathomable to most people. And I'm very grateful as a content creator, I was able to do that. And it was insane, but it was so hard. It was so hard. I was doing 20, 22-hour work days with all the shit that I was doing. Sometimes I wouldn't even sleep. If you go back and you look at how, I'll just say it, how gross I looked last year, and I'm still in progress of losing weight, trying to get better here. Dude, it's bad.
And oh my gosh, does that message that he just gave resonate with me? There are so many nights I barely sleep at all because the games that I play run updates in the middle of the night. So I put my kid to bed, I go to sleep for a few hours, and I wake up to make content at either server reset or as close to server reset as my body will let me, sacrificing sleep to compete with other up-and-coming content creators within the scene. honkaistarrail has a ton of content creators in it. It has been stressful as heck for me as a smaller part-time content creator to try to compete with them. I have my own ways of dealing with that now, and my channel's doing just fine, but I'm not staking my whole career on it. Somebody like Tectone, who grew his channel to where it is now, talking about the toll it took on him physically, man, I get it. I get it. This is a cutthroat scene. I also want to mention another thing. Twitch. Where does Twitch play into this? If you're a full-time content creator for gacha games, we're going to talk about honkaistarrail in this case again, what are you playing on Twitch all day? If your job is to stream, what is somebody like Tectone streaming all day? It's not gameplay. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. You go on, you burn through your energy, and then what do? Well, you find other things to talk about. You go outside of the game. You find videos to react to. That's another reason that reaction videos are on the rise. It's not all about these content creators being greedy and just wanting to steal people's videos and make money. There's no way. I do not believe that that's what they're thinking. I don't believe Tectone's like, today, I'm going to steal people's videos and make my own money off of them, and then I'm going to laugh straight to the bank. No, he's just looking for content. He's looking for something to do on his channel, and because he's an interesting person and has hundreds of thousands of people that like what he says, he can go find smaller content creators videos, maybe bigger content creators videos, and people want to hear what he has to say about it. if that content, if he did that only on Twitch, I think I would have zero problem with it, honestly, because that's a whole nother platform. And then maybe people from that platform would come be like, well, maybe I will go check out XYZ channel and see if they got some other interesting videos or something like that. But where I start to have a little bit of an issue with it is when it comes back to YouTube, when a Twitch clip is then put back onto YouTube, sometimes even using the same thumbnail. And I'm not talking specifically about Tectone here. I'm talking about a bigger picture problem. When your video has its thumbnail that you also probably worked pretty hard to make as a small content creator in the thumbnail, but maybe like turned sideways and zoomed out a little bit with a picture of somebody's face being like, green screened in again over the front of it, that's stealing too. If you're taking a thumbnail that somebody went into Photoshop and created and then using it in your thumbnail, you're stealing it. You're stealing it. You are stealing it. And you, by putting your face over the top of it, have not somehow changed it in a meaningful way. It's just the same picture with your face in front of it. And I know some people will be like, yeah, but that's all changing any picture is. Nope. I'm telling you, I work in these fields. That's not enough. You have not changed it in a meaningful way by just putting your face in the bottom left corner or on the right side. Wouldn't take it. If somebody turned that in, I'd send it back to them. Now look, has anything I've talked about, is everything I've talked about so far, have they been breaking the rules? Apparently not. Apparently what they're doing is fine. So therefore, where does change come from here? What I would like to see is YouTube implement some kind of policy. I don't think the bigger content creators will go away from reaction content. It's too easy of a way for them to make money, and the mental gymnastics aren't even that hard to feel good about yourself and be able to go to sleep at night. In their minds, they probably feel like they've worked so hard to build up their platform that they deserve this chance to hit their reaction video, peak of the mountain, where that's what they get to do now and make money. Good for them. I'm a little jealous. Would it be nice to make $1 million doing reaction videos in a year? Of course it would. Would I do it? I hope I wouldn't. And I've never done reaction videos before. I would like to think I wouldn't. But man, you got to admit, the temptation is right there. And enough people would be willing to do it that it could be a problem. So I don't think it's going to change on their end. I also don't think their viewers will migrate to another channel naturally. The bigger content creators did earn their spot at the top of the mountain by making good content and by being really interesting people. YouTube as a platform does not exist without people making interesting videos, and interesting people make interesting videos. So content creators like Asmongold, for example, just have a bunch of people that care what he thinks. So he needs to be able to say what he thinks without having to worry about, oh, did I cross a line here? Did I cross the line here? And right now he doesn't even have to worry about it at all. The change must come from the top. And the easiest way to do it, in my opinion, would be some kind of revenue sharing system from YouTube. Now, I say easy, being not the engineer that has to figure out how to make that work. But if reaction videos had a little button, and if you've never made a YouTube video before, there's a button where if you're doing a sponsored video, you just click this hey, this video has a sponsor in it, click, and then YouTube puts a little thing at the top that says this is a sponsored video, or this video has sponsored content in it. If reaction videos had a little button that did that as well, and then you had to link to the original video or the original channel, and revenue was split, something like 50-50, just ad revenue for that was split, at least then the other content creator would gain some of the financial benefit of their video that was being played on someone else's channel. That seems fair to me. And then the bigger content creator would still do it because they are still getting to put out many easy to make videos. And instead of making $1 million off of just reaction videos, maybe they'll only make $500K. Shucks, that's too bad. They're not doing much of the work anyway. But they still have the audience. They still have the audience. And the truth is, as a smaller YouTuber, as a smaller content creator, you are small. You don't have an audience. I wish that there was some benefit for your video being shown to a wider audience, and that's what I would like to see happen. So, smaller content creators, keep working on growing your channel. Good luck. It's a slog, man. It's tough to grow a channel on YouTube. Bigger content creators, hey, y'all are going to keep doing your thing because that's the meta of YouTube right now. That's the meta of gaming videos. That's what bigger creators are doing a lot of times. They're just clipping what they're doing on their live streams and bringing it to YouTube. And if all you're doing on your live stream is reaction videos, that's what you're going to clip and bring to YouTube. I would just like to see other content creators paid for that work. All right, thank you guys. Have a great day. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.